and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll set off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid?
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope. glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
I've downloaded I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm not thrilled about getting my hands dirty, but I suppose one does what one must.
People are actually just fucking worse, ain't they? A rotting slab of foul-ass cheese smells better than you. Yourself to breathe, you dumb fuck. Oh, bugger off then. I don't have time for it. Seriously serious. Come on. Seriously, what is the problem? What, you lost your nerve? My shit stains are more style than you. They smell better too. Yeah, just look where that's got us. Down. There's no need to get so angry. Fuck's sake.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
I'd get a proper fucking haircut, you pathetic, shaggy-ass motherfucker.
In for a penny. A dank, pitch-black cellar. Just what I was hoping for.
This episode of
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist.
From the Buccaneer, this is The Bug. Hello.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
I'm with Sabine. Who the hell are you, and why do you sound like a mobile phone?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Look what I found.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley, if not DedSec, then who was behind the bombing?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance.
How'd you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
There aren't many DedSec fans in London these days. Look, I want to help, I do, but joining up with you now verges on suicidal.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fine. But you owe me.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. That's it! That's it! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Oh, getting it! Couldn't have done that better yourself.
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how...
Hello and welcome to today.
I just can't handle this right now.
All right, Sabine, what's our plan?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. You look like the sort who might want to take back their city.
Ah, so you're DedSec then? Good. I could use a hand with something.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
My mate just got nabbed by those Albion pricks. And they're undocumented. They're bound to be shipped off any day now.
As it happens, we're rather practiced at rescuing people from Albion thugs. We'll handle it.
Thought of that. Won't work. Without papers, they just get arrested next time they fail a face scan. What we need's a passport. A forgery, obviously, but a good one. With integrated biometrics. Like Clan Kelly cells.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
Thanks. If you help me out with this, I'll do plenty in return.
Just saying, whether or not there was an immigration crisis before,
Help me out here, Bagley.
Clan Kelly routinely moves their passport forgeries around the city. There should be a shipment in one of their delivery cars. I've also found the Albion facility where our prospect's undocumented friend is being detained.
Okay.
I think you should cut him a little slack. At the end of it all, it's only a few quid, isn't it? It's just the poor bastard's had a tough life. Desperate circumstances had to make that decision. I'm not saying that excuses anything, but it does explain something. I don't think we really make many choices. I suppose you would disagree. Bastard, hard to get your hands on things. These days, just need to know someone with one of those 3D printers. Yeah. I suppose it's got to be unlocked, and you need the high-quality spools and all that. But still seems a bit simple, doesn't it? Can't imagine the police rest too easy. So I suppose that's on account of mercy.
That is disgusting. Nothing. Just think first.
Albion personnel are here to serve the community. Obey them.
It's unacceptable. They want to try to test me? They'll see what happens. Told you, I didn't do nothing. Just let me be.
Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, wait. You're not Albion. Sorry. I just guessed them have me upon edge.
All right, tell me what's wrong. Perhaps I can help.
They've been checking my papers at every point. I'm a nice guy, I swear. But try convincing them, no? Someone must be using CTOS to make fast reports against me.
I suppose it's possible. Can you think of anyone with a grudge against you?
I have my fair share of enemies. Could be any one of them. Could you maybe get into the back end for me? Figure out what is really going on. Take care of this for me, and I'll make it worth your time.
All right. We'll see what we can do.